Hey, it's 8:29 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's November 29th, 2017. My name is John Disque, and this is the Crypto Update. Alright, let's get started here. Give us time to refresh the screen, zoom out, center the camera, and all that good stuff like that right there. It's been a very crazy day. Currently, right now, only 20% of the market is in the green and 80% of the market is in the red. Not looking healthy at all right this minute. Everybody's down, except Bitcoin actually rebounded. Bitcoin is currently looking very healthy. We had a bit of a crash today, but we'll get into it when we get there. Dash is also looking good. Everybody else looks terrible. I don't know exactly what's going on, but number one in volume, naturally, is the coin of Bit, and right now is up 2.81% from this time 24 hours ago. And that's a big relief to a lot of people. Yeah, well, that's just the beginning of this story. We're going to go back and take a closer look at what happened. Craziness in the coin of Bit world. Ethereum's number 2 and down 4%. Litecoin is number 3 in volume and down 8%. Bitcoin Cash is number 4 in volume and down 4.5%. Dash is 5th in volume and down. No, wait a minute. Dash is way up 14.5%. You go Dash. Dash is looking very healthy for the day, the week, and the month. Isn't that something? Everybody else sucks, and Dash looks groovy. Ripple comes in number 6 and down 9.64%. Poor Ripple. I don't know why these guys who buy Ripple don't let it ride for a little bit. I mean, why do you gotta sell at 25? So why don't you let it get somewhere so you can make some more money? Man, people are nickel and diming Ripple, man, and they're making like bullshit money. Why do you guys do that? You have all this volume. Why don't you all just get together and let it at least like get up to $2? And that way you're making some damn money. You're selling each other short. And you're not making anything. You're making nickels and dimes every single day. I don't get this. Ripple must be a bunch of newbies or something. It's the newbie coin that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. Want to be traders who aren't making shit. You guys aren't even making enough to pay your trade fees. Very frustrating. I'm sorry. I love Ripple, but, you know, something's wrong when it spends months at 20 cents. And every time it reaches 21 cents, it crashes. What a fucking joke. Sorry, I'm in a bed. Number 7 is Ethereum Classic, down 11.59%. Holy cow. IOTA is number 8 in volume and not down too much. It's only down 0.74%, so 0.75%. down for IOTA, still having a fantastic week and a fantastic month, and holding strong right now. It's just holding its value and hanging out at $1.35. Little volatile, but it did come back up and adjust. Start it here and end it there. Pretty much a straight line for IOTA. Monero was doing okay, but no, down 5.26%, coming in ninth in volume. Wow, another one that's showing an adjustment. But it might be a good buy time for you traders. I would go take a closer look at Monero, and it might be a bit of a gamble, but could come back up to this point. You might make a little bit of money. Zcash coming in 10th in volume and down almost 11% on the day. So everyone except Dash and Bitcoin, really bad day. Top news: Bitcoin flash crash causes havoc on the exchanges. Yeah, this was a freaking nightmare. And let's go back and take a closer look at Bitcoin, and I'll explain to you exactly what happened. Right now Bitcoin is sitting at $10,350, so it has completely and fully adjusted. Well, not completely and fully. It was up to 11,300 before this happened. Yeah, that's where everything started. $11,304. Actually, today's high was $11,434. So that probably had a major candle on it, and people started selling. That caused a bit of a panic. Can you guys see this? Let's go look at this candle chart for one day. This is where it started. It peaked at 11,000, we'll call it 11,400, and there was a bit of a sell on that same candle that reached 11,400. And this is a big red candle here, tanked. It did come back and adjust right away, but this was a pretty fast sell-off here, and boom, crash, and it crashed all the way down to earlier this said other sites and exchanges have the crash at $8,760 or something like that. So Crypto Compare has been a little bit generous here. The issue with this is it stopped at 87 or 88, and it started moving back up quickly, and it was a great buy opportunity for a lot of people. This is a bargain price here, and lo and behold, you couldn't get into Coinbase. Coinbase was shut down. Coinbase was non-functional. And Coinbase wasn't the only one, from what I'm hearing on Steemit, and people are really angry about this. What if this had crashed all the way down to like 4,000 and people could not get their money out because they could not get on the exchange that they use? Think about that nightmare. On the other hand, it was going back up, so while a whole ton of people missed a great buy opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $8,700, they couldn't do that. It was impossible to get on the exchanges. And, well, on some of the exchanges, not on all of them. Some of them were operating fine, and from what I saw, GDAX was fine, which is owned by Coinbase, so it wasn't affecting GDAX. But a lot of people who use Coinbase don't use GDAX for some reason, because they just don't move a lot of money around, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, it did rebound real quick, and then there was another sell-off, and it crashed back down to like $9,600. And then there was a buyback at that point, because somewhere around here, you could actually get into the exchange. Coinbase did release a statement. They did not apologize for this. They just explained that they had overwhelming record-breaking traffic at their website from people both buying and selling, and they couldn't handle the traffic. I'm not accepting that excuse, and call me a hard nose, but with all of the damn money that Coinbase makes, and they are making a fortune with incredible fees and 500,000 plus users, they're making a killing, and they can't afford to expand their server system. They can't afford a new server to handle this kind of traffic. They're not ready. What's going to happen if there's a real issue, a real panic sell, or a real everybody wants to buy? So if everybody, even if 10% of their users are buying or selling at the same time, sorry, you can't use this. You can't take advantage of this because we didn't want to buy a new server. Come on, man. Come on, CNN gets 100 times more traffic to their website per day, and Bitcoin's going to give us excuses that they couldn't handle the traffic. I'm not accepting it. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. Anyway, Bitcoin has bounced a few times since then, but as you can see, it's working its way back up, and it's good to see that it's at least back over $10,000. So just act like it never hit 10,000 or 11,000, because we're still up on the day. We're still better than where we were yesterday. Alright. So that's one of the big news headlines. Bitcoin flash crash causes havoc on the exchanges. South Korea pushes hard for crypto regulation. Yeah, South Korea is really and see, it's just like America. South Korea has their older population just does not get it, and so there's room in here to influence the public and to lie to them, and so they can get a hold of, cryptocurrency and pass their laws and stuff like that. And it's nothing new. South Korea has been pushing this. They want to regulate the exchanges, and it's been going on for years and years and years, but now they're pushing even harder, and they're using the news media to get it done, and the news media is doing it, and they have the South Korean residents scared out of their minds that Bitcoin is being used for their kids are buying drugs with it, and they're looking at crazy porn with it. They're doing all kinds of... They're just lying through their teeth and to the public. And the public is buying it because, just like America, most of them don't know shit about cryptocurrency. And just like America, more and more and more people are transferring their fiat currency to crypto. And that's playing on the political system. It's playing on the big business. So they want to get a hold of it. And the bigger cryptocurrency gets, the more these politicians are going to push this shit and lie to the public, because in America, we're taking money out of big business because we're not investing it in their AT&Ts and shit. We're investing it in our Bitcoin, and so they're not getting it. That's what's happening. So they have all these, social leaders and news people telling the public that, the youth of South Korea are using it to buy drugs, and it not only using it to buy drugs, but Bitcoin and all cryptocurrency influences kids to buy drugs and to take part in the dark web and all this shit. Fear works. It gets people's attention and it gets people's support. People are easily scared, and that's what's happening in South Korea. They need the public support to get their regulations passed on cryptocurrency, and that's what's going on. I answered that question yesterday. Rodney, I will dig up another one of your questions for tomorrow's crypto update. You did, what was the guy's name? I forget, but I will answer another question about my influences tomorrow. I like talking about my influences, or the people I don't like or do like, and why, because it's a good way to get information out there on the truth tellers and the liars and the scammers. And so anyway, I hope regardless of all the craziness today, you managed to have a great day. Peace. Oops.